Hello, good evening. My name is Bishal Thapa, and I'm going to demonstrate a little walkthrough on my Capstone final project. I have chose penetration testing as my final project, and this is my final report. Um, I simulated a penetration testing environment for XYZ Corporation, where I have included executive summary. As you can see from the table of content, I have an attack narrative, conclusion and recommendations. I can briefly scroll through the documents, what it looks like. And I have sources and project management at the end. So I would like to give a brief introduction on what is penetration testing. So penetration testing is the authorized process of finding and using vulnerabilities to perform an intrusion into a network, application, or host in a predefined time frame. It can be conducted by either an internal team or a third party, but it has to be within the scope of the company. It does not involve anything that is not authorized or uncoordinated. And at the end of it, they're gonna display the uh, report and the necessary improvements the company can take in securing their infrastructure. So for this project, I chose a Vulnhub vulnerable machine, which I downloaded and installed on my VMware. Um, let's take a look at that. I might have to pause once in a while because of the nature of the live demo here. So this is my vulnerable machine. As you can see, it has nothing. We can kind of tell it has Ubuntu, but we know nothing else about it. And I have spawned my Kali here. I also ran a initial vulnerability scan on my Nessus vulnerability scanner, and this is my scan report where you can see uh, we have Apache and other related vulnerabilities. As you can see, there's browsable web directories. If we go in, we can see there's like privilege escalation and access control and other stuff. So what are the different steps? In my project proposal, I have outlined the various steps involved in penetration testing, as you can see, and I have kind of dedicated estimated time on that. Intelligence gathering, threat modeling, vulnerability analysis, enumeration, exploitation. Post-exploitation, we're not engaged in that as much, and reporting, which we just saw. So the first step is to find our machine. To find our vulnerable machine, we have attached it on the VMware, but we don't know the IP address. So we're gonna do nmap p. From our network editor, we know the subnet, which is 192.168.78. We don't know the specific IP, and we can just do that. And here we have our IP address. I know these other two, so our machine is this. And we can also run commands like netdiscover, which it's gonna look for every possible scenarios, and it'll come up with possible IP addresses, and we can narrow down to that. Stop that. Now in the next step, we're gonna do a reconnaissance of active ports and services. My go-to nmap scan. We can also do a ON to specify a text file, but we're not going to do that. Let's run this and see what we find. The scan is complete, and now we can see here we have two open ports, and we have Linux running, and we also have Apache 2.4.34 running. Um, we can run other scans with vulnerability options, which I have saved in my this is a vulnerability scan. We're trying to gather as much information as possible, and then we're gonna move to a different tool. It's called Nikto. Now we know that it has Apache. We are thinking it is hosting some kind of website, so we're gonna do web enumeration with Nikto. So the scan is complete, and we can see we found config.php and login.php, and you can see there's other information we can read here. It says may contain database IDs and password, so things are looking up here. The other tool we can use is Dirbuster. Dirbuster is somewhere here. And here we can just type our AD, and we can make it go faster. And we're brute forcing it, so we have to choose our word list from here somewhere. But this is going to take a long time. I think I may have saved the output here somewhere. Yeah, we have a Dirbuster. Let's look at that. You can see it has found several directories, which we're going to use them later. Index.php, login register, welcome. So let's look at the website itself. Just warning you, the website is running really slow, so I'm going to pause here once in a while. All right, we're back into the login page, and we can try random admin passwords, but it did not allow me. So the only other thing is here, there is a sign up now. I actually signed up, so I think I had a user and create an account, log in, long wait again. All right, we're back here, and we'll try to search different things here. I just pressed the search. I tried putting some SQL commands here. Everything is going to be taking a long time, so I didn't want to demonstrate those. The SQL commands didn't turn anything. That was my first hope, so we're going to be looking past that. All right, so this has returned a table. So as we can remember from our web server administration, it looks like a classic PHP script going back and forth on a SQL table. So we're trying to intercept the communication between the web server. For that, we're gonna start burp. Let's see, intercept is on. We're gonna turn on. We're just gonna search something. All right, we have a hit. Send it to repeater, and let's send it. It's going to return this request file. We're going to save this request file. Save item. We're going to, as you can see, I've already saved that. So we're going to use that for a different command, SQL map. So I'm going to cancel this. Let's go to the, yes, we're done with burp. Still searching. Something happened. Let's go back. It's going to take a long time. This is still going on. Let's go find the SQL map here. SQL map helps us dig through SQL tables from command line. Let's reference our file. db check dbs. We'll say yes. All right. This has returned some databases, nothing of interest except for the web app hacking. And let's try to look at that. Now from database, we're going down to table. Now we've found book and users. Let's go to users. All right. We found user and password, address, name. We're not interested in anything else. We're just looking for username, passwords possibly. So let's try to find or have it dump those. The password is spelled wrong, so so it returned with hashes now. For further processing, yes, it can crack them as well. Dictionary based attack, yes. Let's choose one with the word list. No. All right. We have found the usernames and passwords, but the super admin did not crack. And I tried some normal methods and it didn't work. Tried different word lists, but I was finally able to use um, custom rule. So let's try that. So our word list. That's our rule. We're using best 64 rule and we're gonna let it run. It did not work. Let me check that. Actually, I had already cracked it, so if we do, it will show us the password is uncrackable. So what are we going to do with this? Let's go back here in our slow website. Okay, now we can log in as super admin. While that is logging in, I am going to show you a reverse shell. I went to a couple websites. Let me find on GitHub here. This is where we can find things about reverse shell, and there's like PHP reverse shells scripts here. I have used this script to create a reverse shell. So I just basically copy paste the script and this is what it looks like. So basically that's the script and we're gonna upload this in our website. Okay, so we have a option to, as a super admin, we have an option to upload our image here. We're gonna go browse, select cell one, open, which I already have. Let's go to our upload. And there's our shell. Before we execute this, we're gonna set up a listener in our Kali. Netcat, port 443, enter. Shell one probably. All right, we're in. And as you can see, you don't see anything here. If you want to spawn a TTY shell, there's a script. I found the script on this site. So basically just copy paste that. And we have a $sign. So we're in this directory here. So basically, now we're trying to find a file that'll let us access into root. For that, we're going to try to use something called the SUID bits. We're trying to find files with SUID bits. Let's try that. That didn't work. So after a lot of trial and error and digging around, I found out that in the home legacy touch me not, this is an executable. So we're gonna try to execute that. Did not work. Okay, we're there. And who am I? We're root. All right, that is all. It's quite a long video. Thank you for bearing with me. Have a good night.